In our daily lives, we have people that we admire, and we also have people from other generations that we admire. For example, in Zimbabwe, we have the late Mr. Oliver Mtukudzi, who was a great musician and who made a lot of hits. And in our generation now, we have people such as Takura, Wellington, Baga, Senflor, and so many other household names. These people are so successful, but if you were to look into their backgrounds, we discover that they had to go through a lot of challenges in order to perfect their crafts. They had to believe in themselves when no one believed in them. They had to work hard in each session and they practice a lot of times. So today, as young people, we want to discuss about chasing goals and dreams, because it is out of dreams that we achieve so many things. People out there are doubting themselves and are not looking forward to chase their dreams, because they are looking at their background and saying, I can do this, I can achieve this. They look at their next neighbor and say, I can do this because they have these opportunities. But it is up to you to chase these dreams, because the fact that you have that idea in your mind means that you can also do it. Join me today with me, Alex, your host, as we talk about chasing goals and dreams. Join me today as I'm going to interview Mr. Arnold Chiurirai. Welcome back to the Reality Podcast. And today I'm being joined by Mr. Arnold Chiurirai, who is someone who have achieved so many things in life. He's young, but he has achieved so many things that any young person would want to achieve. He has achieved so many stuff from high school, even now he's in university. He has achieved so many things. So today I want to introduce to you Mr. Arnold Chiurirai. Mr. Arnold, welcome to the Reality Podcast.
It's my pleasure to be joining you today.
Okay, so on this episode we're talking about achieving dreams and pursuing goals and achieving dreams as a young people. So would you mind telling us a background of what do you think dreams are and what is chasing goals? What do you think about that?
Thank you for the question. Okay, first thing that we have to understand about chasing dream. Chasing dream, it's about being succeeding in whatever you aim, yes, or whatever you plan in your life. It's about having a certain of goals that you say, I want to achieve this and that. So it's a matter of how are you going to do this? How are you going to execute your actions in able to achieve your goals? That's what I believe it's chasing goals.
Okay, definitely. That's true. So can you tell us where did you start to apply this concept of achieving goals? When did you start applying it?
Personally, I believe that everyone got the same opportunity. We have the same opportunities. As for me, it started back when I was in primary. I know it sounds funny to say that it started when I was in primary. You know, I was appointed a prefect grade 3.
Wow.
But normally people are appointed prefects at grade 5, 6, 7. But I think they saw something in me that they said, we should nurture this talent. We should nurture this guy, and they appointed me a prefect. But you know what, some would believe that maybe for someone to be appointed a prefect at primary level, maybe they look at the looks of that person. But to me, I think they've realized that there is something different from this student. Maybe I had a commanding voice, I don't know, but
I think so.
Then later on, I was appointed a senior prefect. I was in grade 5 and I was appointed a senior prefect. So it's something that made me so strong, made me believe in myself. But that's the first thing, believing in yourself that you can do this, no matter what, no matter obstacles, no matter what things are hindering you, you can do this. So later on, it moves to high school. My O level was a bit low, but at A level I was a bit high. because I was now thinking that this is life.
Okay.
And this is what it is. You know, I was looking at my background and said, no, I need to come up with something. So I was appointed a sport captain when I was in Form 5. Actually, I was a sport person. So they saw something in me that we should appoint this student as a sport captain. This guy can motivate others to join sports. Then I had to grab the opportunity with two hands. You know, whenever you have an opportunity, it's about the ambitious. What are you going to do? What are you going to use the opportunity? I grabbed the opportunity. I can tell you I performed well. I did my duties very well. That it motivated a lot of students. They joined. So I was at Uppekha at that time when I was appointed sport captain. But it didn't end there. Later on, I discovered that I was moving with the school from different schools. So these things need to be recorded. So I thought that I should come up with a journalism club.
Okay.
A journalism club that whenever we go to any sport event, we should record, we should come up with pictures and videos so that we let others know that their school, their boys, their girls, whatever they're doing this and that. This is where we are as a school. So it was my very good luck that the teachers supported me. Then they said, we can come up with this journalism. So we called it Mpu Media House.
Okay.
So it was like we go to sports, we record, we interview students, we bring back, we write what we call a newsletter.
Okay.
It's every week. We release it on Monday. Then the students get to know what occurred on the weekend, if their team won or if whatever happened during the week. So it was an opportunity. We then later on, I was later on get joined with the Herald. They gave us a spot in the newspaper to come up with a write-up so that they can also include it on their newspaper. We did that well, we executed that well, and they even invited me to their dinner. So this is a student we have, he's doing this and that. So it's something great. I was so happy that I was Form 5, I was at Form 5 and 6. And some people, and someone already notified, like, this guy got a talent. So it's something that pushed me so hard. So I think my high school and primary, it was a good experience to me, which pushed me to where I am right now.
I think that's when you realized that you were destined for great things.
That's true. And I think also one thing that I have understood is the God's input.
Okay.
Was I always put God first. You know, as young people today, we forget that everything is planned by God and everything happens according to the will of God. Okay. So one thing that pushed me so far is to go back and ask God, is what I'm doing in His plan. And I realized that that's the way to go. If you need to do anything, you have to seek God first. You have to tell Him what you want to do, and you can achieve. So my mother always say, God first.
That's very true.
God first.
I think all mothers encourage their children.
God first. So it's something that is within me, in me. So I will never relax, or even if I want to say, I'm not tired, I don't want to do this. You still find something pushing you to, you can do this, you can do this, you can come up with this, because it's something that is within you, and you will never relax, you never retire from doing what is good, from doing what is...
Okay, that was a very good account. So I remember you telling us about being ambitious and having coming from some sort of background which allowed you to be ambitious. So do you think your background played a pivotal role in achieving your dreams, or even pushing you to try new things or to engage in certain activities and to grab some certain opportunities? Do you think your background was that important?
I think, thank you for that question. One thing that I say one person should understand is the background. Your background. determines your goal. Because if you know where you're coming from, okay, personally, I want to talk about the background of my family. I have to understand the condition of my family to say we're at this level. So I need to aim high to achieve this and that.
Okay.
So I work extra hard in everything that I do because I've got goals. I need to achieve something. Because what we lack right now is youth of today is background. We tend to forget where we are coming from and try to live life that is not ours. It's about understanding how your background is, your level. We know we come from different backgrounds. Some are rich, some are poor, middle class, but it's about understanding your background so that you know what you need to achieve. Because you have to aim high from what your parents achieved.
That's true.
You have to aim high. So I know my parents didn't achieve this and that. So I need to achieve this and that. So that they appreciate that. Because no one wants to live a life that his or your parents are living.
Okay, I think that's very true. Even for myself, I'm the firstborn in my family. So I'm always like, I have to lead by example. Therefore, I have to make decisions which will propel me further from the goals which my parents achieved. I have to change my background. I have to be better at everything. I have to lead by example. These are the things that also push me to be a better person even today. And you are so right. We cannot forget where you come from, because once you forget where you're coming from, once you relax, you just become complacent. You'll be too relaxed, and you'll you'll become involved in mediocrity. You'll become like just any other person. I think the thing is to become unique from everyone else. What do you have to offer which other people don't have? And I think it has to do more about chasing goals and dreams, because so many people are just relaxed. They're just like, school, I'll get a family, I'll just get a job, and just like that. But I feel like there are other things which you should also pursue. And goals don't just stop when you're still in school, but it goes further. What about you as a person? What do you have to do? But I think people are just relaxed. Yeah. So do you think people of today have that drive, that burning desire to chase other goals?
It's not difficult to say they have that drive to pursue goals, because look, people are imitating a lifestyle that is not even theirs. I can even imitate someone's life and pretend as if everything is fine, but everything is not fine, And expending every cent that I got, instead of investing, I tend to imitate life, going to clubs, drinking. But otherwise, there is life. There is life. We need to come up with things that can sustain us in the future as youth, because at the end of the day, our success is measured by the achievements that we've done.
Yeah, and I think I did a background check on you. I heard that you had to become the faculty rep. You're also the president of the Disaster Management Students Association, and also like the leader or the president of this football Premier Faculty League. Those are one of the biggest achievements, especially when you're looking at a university setup. We are so many at the University of Zimbabwe. We are so many, but you have to shine to be chosen to be the leader. Those are some of the achievements that you have to take. So what gave you that drive, or what did you do?
Okay, thank you on that question. I'll first talk about being the faculty rep.
Okay.
It started as fun, I told myself that one thing that I should do is to save people, no matter what.
Save people.
So it's people first, then me last.
Okay.
Because when you put God first, God will save you. Then it's up to you to save others.
Okay.
That's love, right?
Okay.
So when I was in part 1, people would be looking for information, different information, because the disorder, too much disorder,
Okay.
So misinformation. So one thing that I made sure is to make sure that I go office to office taking for information that will help my fellow colleagues. So I would inform them in whatever step where say, guys, so the lecturer is saying this and that. So they made me a class rep. I started as a class rep.
Wow.
I didn't choose to be a class rep. They just said, we want you to be a class rep. And I just said, since serving people, it's something that it's my passion, you know. Then I said, let me just grab this opportunity. Let me serve these people. I can tell you that it was not easy. People can even shout at you for things that you are not even in control. So you can discover that people, they are blaming you, but you don't have anything to do with something that they are blaming. Maybe it's a problem of the administration, and I'm not part of the administration.
Okay.
But you have to understand that this is life. You have to go through
Backlash.
you know, you have to go through all that so that you grow, because that's what makes us grow. Then I keep serving the people. I keep serving my class.
Okay.
Then it comes a time whereby there was now an SRC election.
Okay.
I was in SRC election, that's Student Representative Council at the University of Zimbabwe, you know. So I didn't plan to contest actually, but the people are the ones who said, you can contest, and we can make sure that you win the election. Then I said, I even doubted them. Would they vote?
You even doubted yourself.
And I even doubted myself. Am I the rightful candidate? It was lucky that I contested and they voted in numbers. And I won that seat.
Wow.
And I was very happy because I was doubting them. That, well, they come to vote for me. But I was so happy that they did come and they voted in their numbers and I won. But it was not about winning. It was about saving.
Okay.
What were you going? Now you are elected into the office. What are you going to do for your people? I didn't wait for them to ask me, but what are you doing? I started working. I'm sure you're one of those people in a constituency. You can also testify that I worked so hard for these people.
I heard a lot about you.
I was even using my personal resources to save students, but I was not getting paid.
You're that committed.
Yes, so I was that committed. So, you know, students face different challenges, but they want someone to lean on. They want someone whom they are able to say, my brother, can you help? Can you assist me on this and that? Okay. So I was there for them. Okay. I made sure that I'm there for them all the time. I'll make sure that I have airtime. You know how expensive is airtime in Zimbabwe, and we are not even getting compensated for all the losses. But I made sure that I use my own pocket money to save the students. That made me the best favorite person for them, because I was shocked even on the recent election. They wanted me to be the president. Unfortunately, I was removed from the ballot. So I've become their favorite. And even if you ask anyone from the faculty, who is your faculty rep? They say, it's Arnold. But there are now new leaders in the faculty, but they still recognize me as someone who've done the best to them. So to me, it's the biggest achievement, because that experience, I can tell you, I can go far with that. I can use it everywhere I want. I can achieve a lot of things using that same experience that I've got, because it's all about leadership. Okay. It's all about leading other people. Because the stance that you take in leading other people is that shapes your character. Okay. So you can see the character can change, because you are now socializing with different people. You are leading, you are making, because leadership is all about decision making. So you are now making informed decisions. You don't have to rush to make a decision, because you don't know what decision you're going to make. Is it going to cause chaos? So you have to make sure that when you make a decision, you think before you make it, before you publish it. There's three processes. That's making a decision, then on how you're going to publicize the decision in a way that people will appreciate it. So it all changed my way of thinking and my character. That's how we measure success. It's a big achievement to me. Okay. I can tell you.
I'll say congratulations to that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you talked about doubts. And there are some moments when you had doubt about whether you would achieve what you wanted. I think so many people have doubt in what they want to achieve. They are afraid of taking a step, taking a chance, or even putting a feet on in front of one of the other, trying to do what they want. But I think they're afraid and doubting. I even have to admit that me, as I'm sitting here, I was afraid of starting this podcast. It has been months. I started planning this podcast last semester, but I had to keep telling myself that I could do it. I had to plan it, and eventually it came into existence because I was determined to do it. But I have to admit there are moments where I doubted myself. But I think doubt is the biggest obstacle everyone is facing right now when they want to achieve whatever they want. So what do you think about doubt? How can we wake about it?
Yeah, I understand. I believe that it is the biggest barrier right now, especially to us as you say, I cannot do this. Even you've got all the resources to do this, you've got all the capacity, then there's still this thought saying, no, I won't even succeed in this. I won't make it. So it's a matter of believing in yourself.
Believing in yourself.
So that's the first, like I said, that's the first key. Believing in yourself. No matter how people judge you.
Okay.
No matter what people say about you.
Okay.
No matter what is holding you down, because there may be something that is holding you down that you may not even say to the public. But it's up to you as a human to say, no, I have to take this aggressive stand. I will do this no matter what. That's the only way we can achieve. One thing that I love about footballers, a footballer, even if talent is far from him, you can find out that he won't miss training. They won't miss training.
Okay.
They keep training. Even if he's benched 6 consecutive games, you will still find him on the bench.
Okay.
On the bench. You still see the future playing in the team, in the first 11. So it's about how you keep pushing.
Yeah.
But the ambition talks a lot.
How bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it?
Okay.
You have to be so ambitious. I want this, So to me, at some point, it affected me. So, these people wants me to be a faculty, but personally, I am doubting myself. I can't do this and stuff, But boom, the confidence came out. I said, I can do this,
Yeah.
So it's because people kept pushing me so hard. So you should do this, you should do this. Then I started to believe in myself that I can do this for sure. Because they have promised, you see. So it pushed me so hard. So I think the first key thing that we should do as humans is to believe in ourselves that we can do this. I'm sure we can achieve a lot.
Yeah, and I think people are afraid of the unknown, fear of the unknown. They'll be like, what if? What if? And I think the pain of regret of not starting something is much greater than the pain of starting. Everyone should just start and see where it goes, because you never know how beautiful something can turn into be. And also, I think people should also learn to motivate themselves. You have the lucky way people have to push you, as you were saying, and maybe you have the support. But some people don't have that. I think they have to self-motivate them. And I also think that they also have be pushed by their own background. Okay, because if you are not pushed by your own background, I think you'll be in trouble. And I think we should also play hang around and play with the people who have the same mentality as you. Yeah. So, do you think your circle was influential?
Yeah, my circle is very influential. That's one thing. Actually, I don't have many friends. I avoided that. I'm a social person, but the ones that I share my dreams with, I share my plans, there are few. There are 2.
Really?
You see, only 2 people. And I know, because if there are 2, there's no room. Sometimes people are jealous,
Yeah,
sometimes people are jealous. So you need to have someone whom you trust. But the trust should have limits, because you don't know who's going to go against you tomorrow. But to me, my circle is very good. I can say I'm satisfied with my circle. All of my friends they want me to achieve. Because they've also discovered that there's something in me that doesn't push me back, but push me upwards. So I keep going further. I don't stop. So they keep pushing me like, Arnold, there's this opportunity. You can do this and that. You can do this and that. You can try this. You can try this. Then that's very good. Keep pushing me further. So I'm very happy that God mixed me with these good people that they also wish me the best, and I also wish them the best. But that's the good thing. If your friends doesn't want to see you progressing, that means you're playing with wrong people. Your circle is not even good. No. So it's time to, as youth of today, I'm sure that you have to know, if you are someone, I know that's a bunch, let me just say this way, then you play with the weird guys. But if you're a sport person, you play with footballers. So it's up to you to know that I love this and that, and who are the same guys who are into the same league with you. Then you play with that guys who are in the same league with you. Yes.
Yeah, and I think everyone has dreams, but the problems that Africans, the number one killer among us is jealousy. We don't motivate others. We don't want to upgrade others. We always want to know, how can I be better than this person, instead of working together. Okay, so I think we have to encourage each other to achieve our dreams. But Africans, I think we have to move away from that mentality of wanting to be better than the other person, which is very bad. And because we definitely have to achieve our dreams all together. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, jealous it's something else, many people became witches because of jealous, I believe so, because it's all about we take a stand of competition instead of saying, no, it's not about competition, it's about achieving. Yeah. Because it's not about to say I'm number one, you are number two. At the end, you are aiming in one thing to achieve. You want to achieve. So the moment it becomes a competition, then there is a loser and a winner. So we don't want a loser. We all want winners.
It's not like a war.
Yeah, it's not like a war. So you can even do anything to crash your business, to crash everything that you're doing. Because I want to be the one last standing. So we should not take this as a competition.
Yeah, and I think success, I think jealous is one of the things that you have to experience. And what are some of the things that you experienced in your journey of achievements and chasing goals?
Okay, I can tell you, I was vice president of that's Advocates for Disaster Management, ADM. Okay. We faced a lot of barriers. The person that was supposed to help us to make this thing becomes a reality was fighting us. I'm not going to mention names. Was fighting us. I don't know why he was so fighting us like that. But we had to take another way to say, let's try to do this. Then we took another way. We managed to register the club. But as we managed to register the club, the thing is that it didn't progress as I wanted. Everyone was like fighting us, and I was very poor to support the club. Even the president himself, we were struggling in terms of resources to push it. So I said, let's just put this aside. Okay. Then I started Disaster Management Student Association, which I'm leading. Okay. So I learned. It was when we tried to form ADM. Okay. It was a good experience. It didn't succeed, but it was a good experience, I can tell you, because this is when I learned that we can correct these errors by doing this and that, and so we learned from our mistakes and we managed to come up with something big. I can tell you that everyone wants to join the association. It's now full. Students have managed to pay their subscriptions. We've managed to do many events. We're also part of that tour to Shimani Mani. Okay. It was also my initiative. So everything is now flowing.
Very good.
Because nothing, in everything, there's failure, there's failings.
Okay.
And we should use that failures to achieve a lot,
Okay.
to push us so hard, to say, I'm not a failure. I failed this, but I'm not a failure. I can do this next time, and I can win this. This is what I did. We failed this one, but we cannot fail this one again. Okay. So it pushed me so hard. These failures, I'm going to correct them. I'm going to perfect them and come up with this thing. And we managed to come up with a disaster management association, and organizations. They are very satisfied. It's the students thinking like this. No, at least we have a future.
Okay, so basically your message is that in the moments of hopelessness and failure, we should strive and persevere, okay, to become the best at what we can do. Okay, because I'm very sure there's so many people out there who can testify that they had to start from the bottom in order to become the best at what they do today.
Yeah, I have to go through a lot. You have to go through a lot. It's all about accepting. Okay. Accepting that this is what it is. This is the world. Many hindrances, many barriers. Some fights are very direct. You see that this person is fighting me. It's very direct. You see that I'm being fought here. Okay. But what is the stand that you are going to take determines your achievement. We are all chasing our dreams. We have goals. I can tell you, I have not yet achieved. I'm still striving to achieve. Even in the Bible, Paul once said, we all thought that Paul achieved a lot, but Paul said, but we thought that Paul achieved a lot. So I'm still striving. Never think that it's enough. You should never be satisfied sometimes. I know we should be satisfied, but in life, don't say it's now enough. We don't have limitations,
Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders said, I have no limitations. Okay.
You should go ahead, plan a lot, and achieve a lot.
So, what are your final words to my youth in Zimbabwe about chasing their dreams?
Yeah, that's a very good. We've got same opportunities, I believe. Even if we are poor, come from a rich background, we have same opportunities. We have same opportunities. It's all about your mindset. The Bible sometimes talks about the renewal of mindset. The thing that is driving us back, it's our mindset. Think that, look, we cannot do this. Look, our parents failed. What about me? You can do it. It's now high time you can tell yourself that I can do it. Okay. Despite what?
Somebody can do it.
You can do it. Hey. Because at the moment you look at yourself and say, I'm nothing. Because I know some people now, they've lost hope and say, I'm now aged 25. I've got nothing. Someone doesn't even have a cell phone right now and said, I cannot do this. You can start with a simple thing that can drive you to become it. I can tell you that we've got singers like Killer T. If you check their background, you will never think that they would be succeeded like what they are today.
But they believed in them.
But they believed in themselves. No matter what people said about them, I'm sure that if we are too high right now, you can tell that he faced a lot of barriers, but he still managed. So it's about believing in ourselves, because we have a lot of opportunities, and if we take a stand of fighting so hard, we can achieve a lot. We can chase whatever dream we want. We can become millionaires today. We can become millionaires, billionaires, whatever. We are not limited. If we are to ask Strive Masiwa how he started, he can also share his experience and tell us that nothing was simple. Everything is hard. That's life. Okay. That's life. It's so hard, but we have to take a different stance.
Okay. That was a very inspiring account. And I'm very happy you're here to join us today, because I was very inspired by this, and I'm very sure others was inspired by this. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Alex.
Okay, so all right, that's what we had today on this episode of Chasing Goals and Dreams on the Reality Podcast. And today I was joined by Mr. Arnold Chiurirai, who explained the importance of chasing goals and dreams. And I think it is the best thing we can do as the youth about chasing dreams and goals, because it is up to us to change our future in our lives, and we can only achieve that by chasing our dreams and goals. So be sure to like and subscribe to the Reality Podcast, and catch us next time as we deliver more content so that you may learn on how to change your life as a young adult. Till next time, thank you.